Good morning, dear cadets. So as you know, we are in the SO2. Okay, so methods of preparation and some other properties study only I have discussed. Now today I am teaching you the some additional properties of SO2 and they are very important. Just see something I wrote in this box and this box. There is some meaning. I will tell you. There are 1-2 things which I want to remind you. Just see what is there means neither A section nor B section, means you are completely silent in your group. Whether you are watching the video or not, I don't have any information. When I see the list of viewers, very less number of people are watching. I don't know, I may not be teaching good, but try to understand. If you see properly, one time suppose you are not getting, second time if you will try hard, definitely better than first time you will understand. So keep watching. Now you are free, some other videos are also there in the net. You can see other videos also, but try to understand it matter, your level matters a lot. Okay, means neither B section nor A section there is no information. In B section I know very well, but A section some good children are there. Roshan is there, Riju is there, Samarth is there. There are some other cadets also, but I am not getting any information. Completely silent. Only I am teaching just 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 35 minutes, 40 minute video. I am just uploading, and afterwards what you are doing, I don't have any idea, isn't it? So if possible, keep in touch with me so that I can come to know where I went wrong, so that I can take the corrective action, corrective course. Okay, so if possible, try hard to come into my contact. Now let us see here properties of SO2. It is acidic in nature because it turns blue litmus red. So this is the theoretical concept. If any substance turns blue litmus red, that is acidic in nature. But chemically, if any substance react with the water and form acidic, then it is said to be acidic substance. So SO2 is reacting with the water and forming two acids, sulfurous acid and sulfuric acid. SO2 react with the limited quantity of water and form sulfurous acid. This is H2SO3, sulfurous acid. What is the oxidation state of sulfur here? +4. Time and again I am mentioning the oxidation state so that you should not be confused when I should teach you oxidizing agent and reducing agent. Okay. Now when SO2 react with the excess quantity of water, it form H2SO4, that is oxidation state of sulfur is +6. So this is sulfuric acid, this is sulfurous acid. Since it is forming two category of acids, that is why it is acidic in nature. Now try to understand. In the laboratory, you are getting two types of anion. One is carbonate ion, other is sulfite ion. Two negative. What is this one? This is sulfite ion. Sulfite ion. And this one is a carbonate ion. Carbonate ion. Okay. What about this one? HSO3 single negative. This is bisulfite ion. Bisulfite ion. Okay. So just to see here, single negative is there. In these two cases, two negative is there. Suppose you have got the carbonate ion. So what is the confirmatory test for the carbonate ion? Salt, you are means heating the salt, aqueous solution of salt, then carbon dioxide gas will evolve. If that carbon dioxide gas is passed to the lime water, this is calcium hydroxide. What is this one? Lime water. Then it appears milky color. Okay, it produces milky color. So just see, you supply the carbon dioxide gas to the lime water, then milkiness appear. Milkiness appear due to the insoluble nature of calcium carbonate. So milkiness is because of the formation of calcium carbonate. Since this calcium carbonate is insoluble in the solution, that is why milkiness appear. But try to understand, if in that solution for long period of time you are supplying the carbon dioxide gas, then milkiness disappear after some period of time. Why? Just see, This is the product of first step, calcium carbonate and water. In this mixture, if you are supplying carbon dioxide gas in excess quantity for long period of time, then what will form here? Calcium bicarbonate, CaHCO3 whole twice. So the milkiness disappear. What is there? Milkiness disappear because this calcium hydrogen carbonate or calcium bicarbonate, this is soluble in nature. It is soluble. That is why after some time what is there? Milkiness disappear. Okay. Now same is the case with SO2. So carbon dioxide gas and sulfur dioxide gas, their behavior is almost similar. How? Just see. If SO2 gas is passed through the lime water, it forms calcium sulfide, CaSO3, calcium sulfide. Okay, and this calcium sulfide is insoluble, just like a calcium carbonate. Milkiness appear due to the insoluble nature of calcium carbonate, calcium sulfide. Okay. So CaSO3 plus H2O is formed, milkiness appear due to the formation of calcium sulfide. Okay, if this product means if in this product for long period of time SO2 gas is supplied, means SO2 gas is supplied in excess quantity, then it will form calcium hydrogen sulfide, means calcium bisulfide, CaHSO3 whole twice, calcium bisulfide. So this is soluble in nature. So milkiness disappear due to soluble nature of calcium hydrogen sulfide. So the behavior of sulfur dioxide gas and behavior of CO2 gas is almost similar. So in turn what we can say, the behavior of carbonate ion and behavior of sulfide ion is similar. So how can we use lime water test as a confirmatory test for either of the gas? Okay, confirmatory test means one particular ion or group of ions should give that reaction, but other ions should not give that reaction. Here what is there? Both ion, means carbonate ion and this one sulfide ion, both are giving the lime water test. So it is not a confirmatory test. When it is not a confirmatory test? When both ions are present. If one ion is only present, either carbonate ion is present or sulfide ion is present, so the lime water test is the confirmatory test. But if both ions are present, then confirmatory test for this one is something else. I will tell you in the reducing character of SO2. Actually, SO2 gas turns at acidified potassium dichromate solution green. What is the color of potassium dichromate? The color of potassium dichromate is orange color. Now, if it is treated with SO2 gas, it turns green color. Will tell you the reaction also. That is the confirmatory test. One more confirmatory test is there. It turns potassium permanganate solution into colorless. Means it discharge the color of pink color of K1O4. That is also confirmatory test. Both reaction I will write. But time being, what is there? In the laboratory also we are using lime water test only as a confirmatory test for the carbonate ion and sulfide ion. But when both ions are there, then lime water test is not a confirmatory test, because sulfide ion and carbonate ion both are giving this test. Okay, so for the sulfide ion, confirmatory test is their reaction with acidified potassium dichromate and acidified potassium permanganate solution. Okay, so just remember this one. Okay, now there is one more similarity between SO2 and SO2. CO2 react with the sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is base and form sodium carbonate. This is salt and water. Here also SO2 react with NaOH and form sodium sulfide. Sodium sulfide, not sulfate, sulfide. Sulfate is SO4 negative. Sulfate is, this is sulfate, SO3 SO3 2 negative. This is sulfide. Okay. So try to understand, here also similarity is there, and this reaction proves acidic nature of both gases, sulfur dioxide gas and carbon dioxide gas, because it is reacting with the base and forming salt and water. So this reaction is only possible when CO2 and SO2 is acidic in nature. What is the quality of acid? Acid react with the base and form salt and water, neutralization reaction, salt formation reaction. So CO2 and SO2 is doing the same thing. That is why they are acidic in nature. It is proved now. Okay. So this is all about the some properties of SO2 and their similarity with the CO2 gas, especially in terms of lime water test. Some more chemical properties of SO2 is also there. So now reaction of SO2 with some more elements. Just see, reaction with O2Cl2 and Br2. SO2 react with the O2 in presence of vanadium pentoxide or platinide asbestos and form SO3 gas. Just balance the reaction. 3 oxygen, yes, everything is balanced, not balanced. Just see, write down here 2. Okay. Write down here 2. So 2, yes, 4 to 6, yes, balance. Now this reaction is used in the preparation of sulfuric acid. Will teach you again. Now SO2 with Cl2, in presence of charcoal, sulfuryl chloride is formed. SO2Cl2. SO2 plus Br2, SO2Br2, sulfuryl bromide. Just remember, this is SO2Cl2 is sulfuryl chloride, but SOCl2 is thionyl chloride. What is this one? Thionyl chloride. And do you know how these reactions are possible? These reactions are possible due to the presence of vacant d orbital in sulfur atom of SO2 molecules. Since in the sulfur vacant d orbital is there, that is why these reactions are possible. Now, as already yesterday's video only I told you that SO2 can act as a oxidizing agent and as a reducing agent as well. So just see, as far as the oxidizing action of SO2 is concerned, mostly SO2 is a reducing agent, but in some mostly in this reaction it is a oxidizing agent. Just see here, try to understand reaction of SO2 with H2S. SO2 react with H2S and form H2O and S. Okay. Just see how. Here the sulfur oxidation state is +4, but here sulfur oxidation state is 0. So SO2 to S. What is this one? This is under +4 to 0. There is a decrease in the positive oxidation state. So it is undergoing reduction. That is why it is oxidizing agent. In H2S, sulfur oxidation state is -2, but here sulfur is 0. So -2 to 0, there is an increase in the positive oxidation state. So oxidation, hence it is a reducing agent. So H2S is a reducing agent, SO2 is a oxidizing agent. This is the only reaction where SO2 is acting as a oxidizing agent. Otherwise, most of the places it is acting as a reducing agent. Okay. So I hope that you have got this one. Now reducing action of SO2, that is the most important thing. We'll deal with that. So just to see, dear cadets, now reducing character of SO2. As already I told you, basically SO2 is a reducing agent. So what are the characteristics of reducing agent? Reducing agents are those substances which furnishes nascent hydrogen. So just see, aqueous solution of SO2 furnishes nascent hydrogen. That is why it is a reducing agent. There is one more definition of reducing agent, which accept nascent oxygen. Reducing agent is, we can define reducing agent in two ways, which furnishes nascent hydrogen from their aqueous solution. or which accept or gains nascent oxygen in their aqueous solution, that is H2SO4. What is this one? H2SO4. It is gaining and forming this one. So both reaction we can utilize. Just see. Now this nascent oxygen must come from oxidizing agent. Okay. So SO2 should be written in second step as I wrote here. Just see here. SO2. Now I am starting the reducing character of SO2. SO2 turns acidified potassium dichromate solution. What is the meaning of acidified? H2SO4 should also be here. Acidified potassium dichromate into Cr2SO4 whole thrice, means in green color. Okay, it turns acidified potassium dichromate into Cr2SO4 whole thrice green color. Just see. This is confirmatory test for SO2 gas. CO2 will not give this test. How? Just see. This is potassium dichromate. Potassium dichromate. Okay. Acidified means acidic form. H2SO4. Along with this one, H2SO4 is there. So here what would be there? K2SO4, and here what is there? Cr2SO4 whole thrice. Cr2SO4 whole thrice. This is green color. What is this one? Green color. This is K2Cr2O7. Here what is there? What is the oxidation state? Just see. Next step I will write this one. So in the first step, this is oxidizing agent, hence it is furnishing 3 nascent oxygen. Okay. Now try to understand. In second step, SO2 aqueous solution of SO2 will gain this nascent oxygen and form H2SO4. Now this nascent oxygen and that nascent oxygen should be cancelled out, should be multiplied with 3. Now you add this means both steps should be added. So the K2Cr2O7. Now try to understand. In product side 3 H2SO4 is there. In reactant side 4 H2SO4 is there. So only 1 H2SO4 should be left in the reactant side. So K2Cr2O7 plus H2SO4, and here what is there? SO2 is left. SO2 is here only. 3 SO2. Now here 3 H2O and here 4 H2O. So reactant side no H2O is left. Now here what is there? SO2. So K2Cr2O7 H2SO4 plus 3 SO2. So here what is the product here? K2SO4 Cr2SO4 whole thrice plus H2O. So now just try to understand here. Here chromium oxidation state is plus 7, but here chromium oxidation state is plus 3. So plus 7 to plus 3, it is undergoing reduction. It is positive oxidation state is decreasing, so it is undergoing reduction, hence K2Cr2O7 is the oxidizing agent. Okay. Now in SO2 sulfur is plus 4 oxidation state, having plus 4 oxidation state, but here sulfur is having plus 6 oxidation state, so it is undergoing oxidation, hence SO2 is reducing agent. It is proved or not? Write down here. This is reducing agent. This is reducing agent. What about this one? This is oxidizing agent. This is oxidizing agent. Okay. Now in the NCERT book they have written in ionic form reaction. So very easily you can write in the ionic form also. Just see how. Potassium and potassium 2, they are spectator ion, they should be cancelled out. So what is left here? The left out is Cr2O7 2 negative. The oxidation state of this ion is 2 negative plus. Just see. SO4 and SO4. Okay. This will also be cancelled out. Of course here 3 SO4 is there. Will cancel out, don't worry. All. So this is yes. Now 3 SO2. So this side what would be left now? 2H positive plus what would be there? 3SO2. 3SO2. Now in product side how many things will be left out? Just see. In product side just see. Cr2 3 positive plus H2O is left. Rest everything will be cancelled out. So this side, just see 3SO4 whole thrice. This is SO4. Here just write plus SO4 whole twice. 3SO4 whole twice. In product side it will be left. So this is ionic equation. There is no problem at all. Yes. So now just see, here also you can justify. Chromium is plus 7 here. Here it is plus 3. So plus 7 to plus 3 means undergoing reduction. Hence it is oxidizing agent. Now sulfur is plus 4. Okay. Now sulfur is plus 6 here. So now this is undergoing oxidation. Hence what is this one? Reducing agent. Now 2H positive indicate the presence of acid in this reaction. So this is ionic equation. Same way it turns Fe2SO4 whole thrice into FeSO4. Fe2SO4 whole thrice, the oxidation state of iron is plus 3. Now in FeSO4 its oxidation state is plus 2. So just try to understand. We'll write that one reaction also. So SO2 turns or acidify means SO2 reduces Fe2SO4 whole thrice into FeSO4. So just see the cadets here. See, it reduces Fe2SO4 whole thrice into FeSO4. Just see. Now this reaction will utilize. In the first case I utilize this reaction. Now this reaction. Just see. Here also it is reducing agent only. First SO2 react with the water and furnishes 2 nascent hydrogen. That nascent hydrogen has been taken up by the Fe2SO4 whole thrice and it form FeSO4 plus H2SO4. Now try to understand. Add this reaction. So 2H is cancel out. SO2, 2H2O, Fe2SO4 whole thrice. Now FeSO4 and H2SO4 equal to 2H2SO4. Now just see here. Here iron is plus 3 but here iron is plus 2. So it is undergoing reduction. Hence what is this one? Oxidizing agent. This is undergoing reduction. Hence oxidizing agent. Here sulfur is plus 4. Here sulfur is plus 6. Sulfur is plus 6. So plus 4 to plus 6. What is this one? Oxidation. What is this one? Oxidation. Hence what is this one? Reducing agent. Now you can write its ionic form also. Just see. 2SO4 plus 1SO4 that is equal to 3SO4. So this 3SO4 is cancelled out. Now what is left now? The left out one is SO2 plus 2H2O. This is equal to, just see, 2Fe3 positive that is equal to 4H positive plus Fe2 positive. So just see, Fe3 positive to 2 positive, that is the reduction. Hence oxidizing agent. Reduction means oxidizing agent. Sulfur plus 4 here. Sulfur is plus 4 here. Now of course all SO4 3 negative ion is cancelled out. That is why they are not there. So if it is oxidizing agent, it must be reducing agent. You can write H2SO4 full also. There is no problem. Reducing agent. So this is the ionic form of the reaction. Okay. So this is also completed. Now KMNO4 is left out. What is left out? KMNO4. For balancing the reaction, there is one problem here. Just see, this is 2FeSO4. So just try to understand. 3SO4 will be cancelled out. Now this side 1 Fe plus here, right? Plus plus I am writing this side. SO4 2 negative is left out because here Fe is 2. So this side also 2 FeSO4 should be there, na? So 2 and 2, 4 SO4 ion is there. This side 3. So 1 will be left out or not? So now SO4 plus 4 2 plus 6. Here it is plus 6. So it is undergoing oxidation. Hence it is reducing agent. Now it is justified. All reaction you can see here. Now one more is left, that is KMnO4. So now just see, it decolorizes the pink violet color of KMnO4. How? Just see. We'll utilize this time second reaction. In both way, SO2 is a reducing agent only. Just see. Acidified, it decolorizes the pink violet color of, here please add the word acidified KMnO4 solution. Just see. KMnO4 H2SO4. So K2SO4, 2MnSO4, 3H2O, 5 nascent oxygen. This nascent oxygen is gained by the SO2. That is why SO2 will become here reducing agent. Just see. Multiply this reaction with the 5. So 5 nascent oxygen will be cancelled out. Now here what is left? 2KMnO4. Okay. Plus, just see. 5H2SO4. This side 3H2SO4. Okay. So just see, in product side 5H2SO4 is there. This side 3 is there. It means H2SO4 will not be in this side. Which side? Reactant side. Okay. Now here 3H2O, here 5H2O. Okay. See, 5 means this is 5H2O. Product side here 3H2O. So here 2H2O will be left out plus 5SO2. Okay. Now just see, here what would be there? K2SO4 plus what is there? 2MnSO4. Now 5H2SO4, this is 3H2SO4. So now in product side, how many H2SO4 will be left? 2H2SO4. Okay, left out. Now just see, here Mn is plus 7. Yes, Mn is plus 7 or not? Yes. Please remember here, in K2Cr2O7, the oxidation state of chromium is plus 6. Remember, 7 to the 14. Yes, plus 6. I think in one of the reaction I wrote plus 7. So please rectify this one. This is oxidation state is plus 6. Chromium oxidation state. Here Mn oxidation state is plus 7. Now try to understand. Here Mn is plus 2. So plus 7 to plus 2. What is this one? Reduction. What is this one? Reduction. Hence what is this one? Oxidizing agent. Sulfur is here plus 4. Blood sulfur is here plus 6. So plus 4 to plus 6. Oxidation. Hence SO2 is reducing agent. Now ionic reaction also you can write very easily. Just see. Potassium ion, they are spectator ion. So this potassium will be cancelled out. What is left here? The left out ion is MnO4 2 negative. Now just see here. Plus. Now H2O. So how many H2O? 2H2O plus 5SO2. 5SO2. This 5SO2. Now this sulfate ion will also be cancelled out. Sulfate ion, yes, cancel out. So now here how many product is left out? Just see. Sulfate, total sulfate is here 2 and 1 3. 3SO4 2 negative plus 2Mn2 positive. Okay, so this is 2 sulfate, 3 sulfate, and this is 4H positive. So SO4 here write 4H positive. 4H positive. Now sulfate ion is 2, 3, 5. 5 sulfate ion. 5 sulfate ion. Now everything is balanced. You can check out. Oxygen is also balanced. 8, 10, 10, 20. 20 oxygen. Everything is balanced. You can check out. Now this is plus 7. This is plus 2. So undergoing, just check here. Undergoing reduction. Hence oxidizing agent. Here sulfur is plus 4. Here sulfur is plus 6. So this is undergoing oxidation. Oxidation. Hence it is reducing agent. Reducing agent. This is oxidizing agent. Yes, this is ionic reaction. Very easily you can write. Yes, I hope that you understood this one. Okay. Now as far as the uses of this one is concerned, this is used as a solvent. This is used in the synthesis of H2SO4. This is used as a bleaching agent. Bleaching agent. So just to see in NCERT book they have asked some question. You have to write down the resonating structure of sulfur dioxide. So sulfur dioxide resonating structure is like that. S double bond O and single bond O. So here 2, 4, 6 negative sign. Okay. Here what is there? Sulfur, around sulfur how many electrons are there? 6 electrons. So 2 electron is here, 2 electron is here, and 6 means third pair is here. Now here positive sign. This is the first resonating structure. First resonating structure. Second you put this side and you put this one this side. So now sulfur is here. This is positive sign. Here what is there? O. This is 2, 4, 6 negative sign. Here what is there? Double bond O. So now here 2 and 4. What is the resonance hybrid of this one? The resonance hybrid is SOO. Here what is there? This is partial double bond character. The bond length of all SO bond is 143 picometer. In NCERT book they asked one question. Is the bond length of SO bond in SO2 molecules is same? So answer is same only. In text question they have asked. Please solve the in text question also. I am trying hard to solve all questions, but from your side also some effort should be there. So this is the first resonating structure. This is the second resonating structure. This is resonance hybrid. Resonance hybrid. Okay. So the bond length is similar only. Means these two resonating structure which tells that in one of the SO bond is double bond, another one is the single bond. But resonance hybrid since the bond length of both SO bond is same only. It means what is there? Between S and O double bond is not there. Partial double bond character is there. Partial double bond character. This is resonance hybrid. So SO bond in SO means SO bond in SO2 molecules is having same bond length, that is 143 picometer. In this way entire SO2 is means completed. There is one question. What is that question? The SO2 gas is used as a bleaching agent also. So just see, the bleaching action of SO2 is temporary, while the bleaching action of Cl2 is permanent. That question will deal with the halogens. So right now I am not teaching that one, but it is related with the 16 group. I have to compare the bleaching action of Cl2 and SO2. So first let me complete the Cl2 and afterwards I will complete the SO2. Comparatively I will complete simultaneously there. Only one question is left. In this way this is completely completed. Tomorrow's video I will teach you the oxo acids of sulfur. Thank you.